么？
槟榔。
槟榔。
啊，
你可以教我怎么吃吗？
你要吃？
我要试一下。
你想试一下就好。
可以吗？
可以啊。
啊？那你怎么吃？你就直接吃吗？
搅一搅。
Definitely starting to feel a little bit lightheaded. Also, it tastes weird, and it makes you salivate. So every minute, I have to go spit.
Today, in this next episode of my Hainan road trip, I'm heading to a place that sounds like a sleepy little town, but actually hides a surprising Southeast Asian soul. Xinglong might not be on many maps, but in the early 20th century, thousands of overseas Chinese returned here from places like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam. And they didn't just come home. They brought entire pieces of Southeast Asia with them.
原来1951年，印尼的，然后越南的等等，持续了这么华侨回到兴隆这个地方，开始带回来了橡胶呀、可可呀、咖啡呀。等等这些种植技术，
所以这边就比较多那个南洋那边的风格的装饰比较多。
Today, you'll find the influence of over 20 countries here, all tucked into one tropical corner of China. And yes, in this video, I definitely got a taste of it. Most of it was pretty amazing. But let's just say not everything was exactly to my taste. So how did this quiet Chinese town end up with such a strong Southeast Asian vibe? Stick around and let's find out together. Good morning, everyone. I'm up early today, going for a little bit of a walk on this beach called Wanning, which is the Coconut Grove Bay, I believe. And it's where we ended the last video. There's a few people out today. Got about 5, 6 over there. It's probably about 10, 15 people. Come out to do the same thing as I'm doing. I'm here to catch the sunrise. It's just so lovely being in this place. I really have loved my time here. I love these off the beaten path. Not too many people, next to the water. Bit of beach, bit of sand, good food. I've been eating basically every food there is to do with coconut. I tried a yezigo. I think it's sticky rice with coconut inside. That is really, really nice. Those are dangerous because I think they're quite high calorie content. And what else did I have? I had something last night called Xinglong. The base is coconut milk, and then they throw a whole bunch of different stuff in there, like lentils, tapioca, fruits. It's a really light kind of dessert. Oh, I love I love Hainan, guys. I've found the place where I may want to retire one day. Maybe. But yeah, the plan for today, I am going to get on the road, probably in about an hour's time. And then I want to first travel to a town called Xinglong, which I've heard is quite a unique town. It's got a very, very long history of Chinese expats. So a lot of Chinese moved overseas. And they went to a lot of different Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, I think Singapore, those sorts of places. And then in the 50s, they came back to Hainan and settled in this town called Xinglong. And when they came back from overseas, they brought with them a lot of that Southeast Asian flavor, culture, architecture, food, coffee. Apparently, the coffee that they have in Xinglong is quite famous, and it slightly resembles Vietnamese coffee in a way, or that's what I've heard. I'm a bit of a coffee lover myself, so yeah, excited to go check out this town, learn more about its history and the people that live there. But first, very excited to see this sunrise. sunrise, the owner of my hotel recommended a nearby bustling seaport, where it was still early enough that I could see local fishermen bringing in the previous night's catch. It was on the way, so I figured I'd check it out. It is all going on here. I am currently in Wenchang, which is a city with a lot of history here in Hainan on the east coast. And specifically, I'm here at a port called Xinglong Coffee, which has over 600 years of history. This port was originally set up in the Ming Dynasty, and it's been a really, really important port for Hainan ever since. If you didn't know, the word for seafood in Chinese is haixian, and it literally means sea fresh. And you can't get much fresher than this. The boats are all lined up here on the side, and then they've offloaded all their food here, and the vendors come directly to this area, and then they buy buckets and buckets of fresh fish, crabs. We got shrimp over here, there's mussels, basically just tons and tons of the freshest seafood that you can possibly find. It's got a vibe here, it really does. I feel like I'm kind of getting in the way though, there's a lot of people there. But it was cool to check out. I think there's a fresh fish market around here as well that I want to try and find. Got lobsters, sea urchin, flathead, cuttlefish. Whoa, that is as big as my hand. 这个叫什么？叫椰子螺。椰子那个叶子吗？
你中文不错。
还好。为什么他们看起来叶子吗？
就像椰子一样啊。那个海南椰子一样，椰子螺。
真的很大。
大，10来斤。
哦，螺蛳粉的螺。
螺。
哦，明白。
椰子螺。
Okay, they're called coconut snails. I can see why. 澳大利亚。
澳大利亚。
对。你是本地的吗？
本地。
你每天来这里？
每天来这里卖海鲜。
卖海鲜。所以那个我看到那个码头，就是买鱼的。
买鱼的在那边码头。
然后你去卖，然后回来这里。
不，我们有船。
哦，你们有船？
有船，然后拖进来这里卖。
哇，你所有都有。
什么都有。
什么都有都。对。
都是野生的，海里面捉的。
所以你
那边有这个吗？
这个叫什么？中文叫什么？墨鱼。我们把它叫做 cuttlefish。
墨鱼。
应该是 cuttlefish。
墨鱼也就乌贼。
摸鱼，乌贼所以你每天出去，然后回来。
对。
哇。
有船进来，然后上来这里卖。
哇，很有意思。Well, that was fun. So Wenchang, the city that I'm in right now, is a very important city in Hainanese history. Apparently it's got over 2,000 years of history, and a lot of people who used to live here went overseas, and they maintained those connections with people that lived overseas. So there is some Southeast Asian influence in Wenchang, but the next city that I'm going to go to visit is about an hour away. And the difference between Wenchang and Xinglong, so I've heard, is people from Wenchang have a lot of relatives that still live overseas, but Xinglong is actually mostly made up of expat Chinese who lived overseas and then actually came back to Hainan. But yeah, it's about an hour away. I'm going to get in the car and go for a drive, take in the scenery, and yeah, we'll see you in Xinglong. So, one thing I love about Hainan, in contrast to the mainland when driving, is that they have recently built, I believe, this huge highway that goes all the way around the coast of Hainan, and then there's all these high-speed roads crisscrossing in the middle of the island as well. And the great thing about it is none of these are toll roads, or at least I haven't been on one yet. Whereas in China, almost all of them are toll roads. So you end up spending quite a bit of money when taking the toll roads in China. But here in Hainan, all the roads are 120. I can just sit back, take my hands off the wheel. Well, actually, I have to put one hand on the wheel. Engage the autonomous driving and just sit back and take in these beautiful views. Alright, I am here in Wanning City, which I believe is quite a famous city. Let's ask DeepSeek, shall we? Wanning is a county-level city located on the southeast coast of Hainan, China, approximately 140 km from Haikou and 112 km from Sanya. The city covers an area of 1,800 square kilometers and has a population of around 550,000. The area is famous for its beautiful beaches such as Shimei Bay and Ruyuewan. Ruyuewan I have been to. It's actually much further down. I'm actually in the city part of it, which is the most populous area, I believe. The local economy is famous for its tourism, agriculture, and products like coffee, black pepper, rubber, rice, bananas, sugarcane, and others. Cool. Well, I am here and I'm going to just charge up the car because I'm low on battery, and then we might just take a little bit of a walk around. All right, I found a place called Shandao Cha Cafe, which apparently sells Xinglong Coffee. We're not that far from Xinglong, so let's see what the coffee here is like. Ooh. Okay, I'm still not sure what makes Xinglong coffee different to other coffees. I tried to order like a coffee, but they don't have a coffee menu. I just said I want coffee, and she says, yeah, okay, I'll bring it over. So, not sure what I'm getting myself into, but I guess we'll see. First, she gave me a cup of water. It's not cold water, it's boiling hot water. Such is the Chinese way. For those that don't know, in China, there's like a sentence that a lot of people say, and it's 多喝热水. And you can say it when people are like feeling unwell or you've got some like ailment. People often say 多喝热水就行, which I find quite funny. But yeah, 多喝热水.
Yeah.
谢谢. 这个兴隆咖啡跟普通咖啡有什么不一样的做法？
我不懂。
你也不懂。
刚来干工啊，这没有
看起来很浓。
你试一下，很好，好，客人都喝了都说好。
好。It looks really strong. It is very strong. I don't know why, but it has like a kind of tropical coffee like taste to it somehow. Maybe that's just when I was traveling Southeast Asia. This is the kind of coffee that I had. Maybe it's kind of funny. She doesn't really didn't seem to understand coffee that much, but I think I'll understand more about it when I get to the coffee museum that's up in Xinglong. So I was hoping to learn more at the Xinglong Coffee Museum, but it's renovation season apparently. Nobody here. It's completely dead. So I kept going and managed to find a place that turned out to be even better. This place is called Sun River Coffee, and it has a very interesting story. I don't know about you guys, but when I think of coffee in China, I first think of Yunnan, the province responsible for 95% of China's coffee production. But apparently, this place I stumbled upon was actually where the first commercial production of coffee occurred in China. And luckily, I was just in time to join a tour of the facility to learn more.
那这个地方的历史，你们从三亚回来，一下高速就会看到中国侨乡第一镇。那这里有两个第一，一个是咱们中国侨乡第一镇， 第二个呢，我们所在的这个咖啡工厂呢，是新中国第一家咖啡工厂。原来1951年，印尼的，然后越南的等等，持续了这么华侨回到兴隆这个地方，开始带回来了橡胶呀、可可呀、咖啡呀等等这些种植技术。那么就是有了后来有了华侨农场的这么一个概念了。那华侨农场里面有咖啡厂、有橡胶厂，还有可可厂等等。那我们就是当时的咖啡厂。
Now, I drink coffee every day, but as we walked around the facility, I learned so much about where coffee actually comes from.
全球种植咖啡主要是集中在赤道南北纬25度的这么一个咖啡种植带。比如说南美洲国家的巴西，全球咖啡的1/3都来自巴西。咖啡的起源就来自埃塞俄比亚。咖啡是在埃塞俄比亚被发现的，当时还不知道叫咖啡。公元5世纪，当时只是叫它红色的果子，只知道它有兴奋的作用，羊吃了以后兴奋的晚上不睡觉，就有这么一个故事嘛。那中国2大南呢，一个是云南，一个海南。云南种植的咖啡基本上就是这种阿拉比卡豆的咖啡，咱们海南种植的呢就是罗布斯塔品种。就全球咖啡30%是罗布斯塔品种，70%阿拉比卡品种。
I also learned what makes Xinglong Coffee so special.
这个炒这个兴隆咖啡的这个烘焙技术是国家非遗的，70年前东南亚带回来的那种传统炒咖啡的工艺，就是那种炒的时候加上黄牛油跟白砂糖，这种工艺啊，在别的地方是没有的，只有在兴隆咖啡才有这种工艺。包括有的地方说你们这个焦糖的香味，就是东南亚带回来的这个工艺。所以说我们兴隆咖啡最大的传承就传承了这个工艺。
It finally started to make sense why this whole place smells of caramel, because their traditional roasting method involves butter and sugar, giving the beans a rich and sweet aroma. This place was a goldmine of information, and the surroundings are absolutely beautiful. The park itself is worth a visit if you're ever in Xinglong. But I was getting a little hungry, so I jumped back in the car to see what other Southeast Asian flavours I could find in this unique town. Okay, we're at a place called Xinglong Longyuan Cafe Zhuangyuan. This place focuses on the growing and processing of organic, fair trade, sustainable agricultural products. Founded in 2010, family owned and operated, comprehensive coffee growing, processing and tasting facility in a relaxing tropical garden environment. Sounds like just the place I want to be. Xinglong Coffee. 我就是随便到这里，你可以告诉我这个地方是什么？
就是我们刚解放后改革开放的时候，我们一些怎么说呢？就是我们在外面的，就是比如说越南、印度尼西亚、马来西亚这些，他们那些我们出去务工的人员或者出去留学的一些老一辈的人，然后呢，他们就回来作为华侨，所以这边就比较多那个南洋那边的风格的装饰比较多，像这些就是像印尼那边，
印尼
对，
东南亚的，
对东南亚的风格嘛，就属于南洋那边的风格偏多。说的可能是有点假了，就是当时咖啡不是要带回海南吗？就是他们不是要搜查你身上有什么东西吗？他们就说把那些咖啡，然后呢藏在你的肉里面，然后呢回来那个什么，可能就有点过度传承。他就是带回种子来，然后呢在兴隆种植的咖啡。然后那边还有一些照片，你也可以看一下。好。就是1960年那段时间，就是周恩来总理他来兴隆，就是不是有考察吗？然后呢，还有前几年也有那个就是说那个咖啡的。
有意思。好的，谢谢，我就做扫码。
对，扫码上面都有菜单。
好的。So I sat down, scanned the QR code, and ordered two things that looked quite unique, and I don't think I'd ever had before. 椰子，对吗？
是的，椰子很忙。
好的。This is going to be my third coffee today. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls. So this has got coconut milk, and then I think it also has mango at the bottom there.
是的，就是海
Ooh, it's very sweet. Well, I think I got a dollop of the mango right at the bottom. I don't think I've ever had a coconut latte with mango before. That is really good. 高点吗？
对，你的糕点
这个你可以简单的给我介绍吗？
讲解是吗？
对。
像这个绿色的话，我们是用那个板蓝叶榨成汁，然后和米粉混在一起，然后放在那个蒸箱里面蒸出来的糕点。然后同理的那种说法，这个旁边也是，这个是用巧克力粉，
巧克力的，
对，巧克力跟那个椰浆弄出来的啊。这个是 QQ 糕，它这个是用那个仙人掌果汁，它是拿那个汁，然后放了那个木薯粉。用那个火，它一上来的话热，它就会变成软软那种 QQ 那种状态。
好的。
那它就会变成那种。然后这个是糯米糕，红糖糯米糕。
哦，红糖糯米糕。
对，它就是跟那个粽子很像，但是它是用那个先熬那个红糖浆出来，然后再放那个糯米在里面，跟它一起炒制。
好的，谢谢。
不客气，你先吃啊。
好，谢谢。
So it turns out, Xinglong's Southeast Asian influence extends beyond its coffee production methods and has also spread to the food. Deepseek told me that the method of making these cakes also finds its roots in traditions brought back by overseas Chinese. Take the pandan and chocolate layered cakes. Pandan is a staple in Southeast Asian desserts, and this steaming and layering technique mirrors Indonesian kueh lapis or Vietnamese ban da luan.
The flavour's not like super overpowering or anything. It's got quite a bland but also quite sweet flavour. Not a huge chocolate flavour. It's not like there's a block of chocolate on here. It's kind of like just a really mild chocolate flavour. I really like it though.
The QQ cake, made with prickly pear juice and tapioca starch, is kind of similar to the Thai kanom tom or Filipino pichi pichi, where chewy textures and fruit extracts are hallmarks.
That is so fresh. It's less like sticky rice texture and more, I don't know, like jelly kind of texture. That was really good. Oh, definitely can tell it's brown sugar in there. But once again, not super overpowering. Hell yeah. I'm very, very happy with this. It goes really well with this latte. I'm in heaven right now. That was really filling. I think I had too many of those. I'm going to take these last two and have them for dessert tonight. Can't waste them. Alright, let's go have a wander around this property, shall we? Let's go. So cute.
Afterwards, I finally made my way to Xinglong town proper to find a place to stay for the night. While I was wandering around though, I stumbled across a vendor selling a quite unique product that also has its origins from overseas. I'd been seeing this stuff all over Hainan, but I wasn't quite sure what it was, so I decided to check it out.
你好，这是什么？
槟榔。
槟榔。
啊。
吃的吗？
吃的。
吃的。
用嘴搅的。
多少钱
？5块钱一个。
一个
？1个5块钱。
你可以教我怎么吃吗？
你要吃？
我要试一下。
你想试一下就好。
可以吗？
可以啊。
可以问吗？
问啊。
好好，那来一个吧，我就尝一下。哦，啊，那你怎么吃？你就直接吃吗？直接吃。
After buying it, I looked it up on DeepSeek, and apparently the origin of betel nut chewing stretches back over 2,000 years and is one of the world's oldest psychoactive habits. It's believed to have originated in places like Papua New Guinea or the Philippines, and then from there it spread like wildfire along ancient trade routes and found its way to Hainan as a luxury item. The version I bought here, wrapped in bitter betel leaves and slaked with lime, was brought back by a returning diaspora from plantations in Jakarta or Saigon. Even the name Xinglong apparently comes from the Malay Pinang, proof it's a linguistic hitchhiker just like the people who popularized it here. DeepSeek also told me about what kind of effects you can expect to experience when you chew it.
Apparently it can get you feeling like a little bit whoopsie, so I might just hold on to this and I don't know. When I park my car in Xinglong, or I find somewhere to park my car, I don't have to drive. Then I'll try that out. I mean, while in Hainan, do as the locals do, right? He was chewing it away. Although I have a feeling it's not very good for your teeth. Oh, anyway, can't hurt to try it once, right? Okay, let's try this quite strange thing. It's got like it's got an interesting flavour. Do you swallow or do you spit? I imagine you probably spit. I'm gonna go spit. I wonder how long it takes. Oh, I'm gonna chew this for a little while. Ooh. Oh, it's getting very bitter. Definitely starting to feel a little bit lightheaded. Also, it tastes weird, and it makes you salivate. So every like minute, I have to go spit, and your spit's like orange. It's gross. Not a fan at all. Definitely feeling lightheaded. I might throw this out. I won't show you. It's gross. Oh, it's got like a really like weird flavour. It kind of reminds me of like bacon flavoured chips or something. It's a strange comparison, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like a really like sour, or actually it's not even sour. I don't know how to describe it. Very strange. Very strange. That's a good way to describe it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for the ride on this one. If you did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.